With World Cup qualifying just a month away for Costa Rica, thoughts will inevitably turn to their amazing performance at Brazil 2014. It's a journey that captain Bryan Ruiz will never forget.
It was like we actually won the World Cup. We didn't lose any games at that World Cup, which is something we're all very proud of. And I feel that it'll be very difficult to do better than that for a country as small as Costa Rica.
Uruguay, Italy and England, three former World Cup winners, confronted Costa Rica in Group D. But the Central Americans were not daunted.
To be honest, I thought, what a great group, because you go to a World Cup to play against the best. Months before, people were saying that Costa Rica had no hope, and they were already out. So we played with more freedom, but also with the desire to show those people that they were wrong, that we were there, competing, and that's exactly what we did.
First up were Uruguay. After an Edinson Cavani penalty, Joel Campbell, Oscar Duarte, and later Marcos Orena gave Costa Rica a convincing 3-1 victory. Next came Italy and Recife. Bryan Ruiz scored the only goal of the game, and Los Ticos had qualified for the round of 16. That achievement equalled Costa Rica's best ever showing at a World Cup.
We fought so hard that when we qualified after the game against Italy, we drew against England. And for us, it felt as if we'd lost. We even felt quite sad.
Back in Recife for the round of 16 came their day of destiny against Greece. Win this, and they would be the most successful Costa Rica side ever.
The first half was very tight from both sides. The second half started off like that as well. But when we scored the goal, Costa Rica became more confident on the ball, and I think Greece got a little confused. We had the match under control, so much so that Greece couldn't cope after we got the goal. But we had a player sent off, and playing with 10 men at a World Cup in the round of 16 is not easy.
Greece equalised in the final minute of normal time, and a tiring Costa Rica side managed to hold out for penalties. Bryan Ruiz stepped up to take Costa Rica's second.
All the penalties were very well taken, and then Keylor Navas saved the fourth penalty. We were nervous about the last penalty, but the confidence Michael Amanya showed for that last shot was great. He told us, "Relax, guys, I'm going to score."
Amanya did score and made history for Costa Rica, who are now in the quarter-finals of the World Cup. But what about their chances of going even further? Los Ticos travelled to Salvador, where they faced the Netherlands. After a tough-fought match, Costa Rica faced another penalty shootout. It was then that Netherlands coach Louis van Gaal pulled off his masterstroke.
Then they changed the keepers, which worked for them psychologically. Tim Krul is a much bigger goalkeeper, and in the end, the change worked for them. I was one of the players that missed. It's obviously sad. It was painful to be eliminated. I won't deny it. But we can't blame ourselves, the players or the fans, because we didn't lose a single game in the World Cup. We got to the quarter-finals, and we lost on penalties, which is a lottery, as everybody knows.
So, to the future and Costa Rica's campaign to qualify for Russia 2018. The class of 2014 will be a tough act to follow, but Bryan Ruiz's men have raised the expectations for Costa Rica.
Our CONCACAF rivals have grown a lot over the past few years, and it won't be easy. Hopefully we'll qualify and improve on what we did in Brazil, because people will be looking at Costa Rica. And that's something we have to try to overcome.